Hello everyone, this is ICO Talk. My name is Yelena. Today my guest is Fernando Arriola, CEO and co-founder of STYRAS. Good afternoon, Fernando. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Yelena, and I'm very happy to speak with you and everybody in your channel. And
Thank you.
I hear you have a few questions, and I'm here to promote our new token and our company. You know, it's
that's great. Okay, let's start from the very beginning, from your project.
Yeah.
So will you please tell us a few words about STYRAS? What is it all about and how it works?
Well, STYRAS is pretty much a brainchild of our staff. We're all international travelers. You know, we always constantly travel, and we're constantly in the airport and constantly in different continents. So we're always in the same trouble as like, where do we find internet, you know?
Yeah.
Wi-Fi in several, especially in Europe, Wi-Fi in the airports is extremely hard to come by or extremely expensive. And we found a solution. We think that we found a solution on how to have access to Wi-Fi pretty much in every large city in the world.
So what is the solution? Tell us, please. What is the solution?
So STYRAS is an app. STYRAS is a token to pay for internet packages through our app. So we through smart contracts and using Ethereum blockchain, we give you access to the internet through our app. You know, so through the smart contract, we pinpoint where you are. You open your app, we pinpoint where you are, and we find the nearest Wi-Fi hotspot near you, and you use your STYRAS token to buy megas or internet packages. Actually, you can buy unlimited packages for 24 hours, 48 hours, which are a lot cheaper actually than your mobile providers and roaming packages and all those other people that are, you know, selling packages.
So your service will be cheaper than the average cost for internet access, yes?
Yes, a lot cheaper, and you know, the quality is also very important for us because while using Wi-Fi free zones and while using other people's Wi-Fi, you know, you can't maintain a stable connection with any single. You know, with your iPhone or with your computer or with your other devices, it's a very unstable connection. You know, especially with roaming, because it depends on how your carrier from your country has dealings with that carrier. So it depends on bands, and you know, it's a little bit complicated. So through STYRAS, we actually make the quality always constant. So you always have the same amount of internet speed, and that's pretty much it. You know, do you understand? Do you want me to explain a little bit better?
Okay, yes, I got it. But shall we pay only with STYRAS tokens, or it will be possible to pay with any cryptocurrency actually?
Actually, well, okay. So everything is housed in the STYRAS app, and the STYRAS app you can buy your internet packages, and you have your wallets. There's actually 3 different kinds of wallets. You have your Ethereum wallet, you have your Bitcoin wallet, and you have your STYRAS wallet.
Okay.
So you can buy internet packages through those different kinds of cryptocurrencies. Right now, only those 3 will be available in the beginning, but we're seeing the possibilities. You know, it depends on the market actually. You know, because there's a lot of competition out there, and we have to see, you know, which is the better and most stable cryptocurrency to link our services to.
Okay.
You know, the most important thing.
Okay. So what I didn't get is what is STYRAS router? Also, you have it.
Okay. Yeah. The STYRAS router. Well, there's a STYRAS, the normal STYRAS app, which through a smart contract and the Ethereum blockchain, we give you access to hotspots, Wi-Fi hotspots. You know, Wi-Fi hotspots they work a little bit different than the actual router, because the router works through 4G technology. So 4G technology is, especially when you check your phone and you don't have Wi-Fi, and the phone companies work on 4G. You know, actually, some work on 3G, but it's a lot slower. But 4G is a kind of telecommunications technology that allows you to connect to bandwidth internationally. You know, it depends on phone companies, not on internet providers. You know, so the router is pretty much a small device that houses a SIM card, pretty much how a lot of phones around the world work. And the router contains a free SIM card that has access to 4G technology, which amplifies the internet capacity that you have in the moment. And that's done through different dealings with phone companies and internet providers around the world. Mm-hmm. And it pretty much works the same way. We use smart contracts in the Ethereum blockchain to pinpoint where you are through the app, and we send a signal to the STYRAS router, and the STYRAS router allows you to connect to up to 10 devices through sharing. And it's a modem about this size, and it houses different kind of technology. I'm not explaining very. Am I explaining well?
Yes, very well. Yeah. Yes, I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a difference of why we have a router. You know, when you use Wi-Fi technology, or when you use Wi-Fi and you have access to Wi-Fi on your phone, you can't share your internet with other devices. Mm-hmm. You know, you can only do that through 4G. So if you're on the road or if you're in a different country and you want to have internet through your, your gaming consoles or your computer or your tablets or etc., or you have friends with you, you need if you don't have STYRAS or they don't have the app or etc., you can just use your router and give them your access code, and they can share your internet with you. You know, and it works in the same way, in the same way as the Wi-Fi. You know, it's a great way to actually share and have access to faster internet. Yeah, the router is actually faster than normal Wi-Fi. You know, so it's a lot better to use the router. It's actually in the process right now. We're in development, so that's about of how much I can say about it, because there's a lot of things that I can't say at this point, but yeah.
Okay. And do you have any competitors on this market? Maybe any similar projects, or whom do you consider at least to be your competitors on this market?
Well, phone companies and internet providers are our main competitors in thinking about it. But the thing is that the accessibility. There are international phone companies that have, or companies in different countries that that give you access to maybe a city internet. Mm-hmm. You know, when you arrive at Paris, for example, there's some hotspots that you can buy internet at a stall, or you can use your credit card to have access to internet, but it's still pretty expensive. You know, there's a lot of people out there that do have the same or a similar kind of service, but they have not reached the point to make it accessible to everyone and to make it easy to use. Because if you don't have a credit card or you don't have a way to pay for that service when you're abroad, then you're not going to be able to use it, Mm-hmm. And the app is also linked to the wallet, and you can also trade STYRAS through the wallet. And anywhere around you can pretty much, it's an international service. You can buy cryptocurrencies around the globe fairly easily.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's now speak a little bit about the ICO. First of all, what is the soft cap and the hard cap? And secondly, do you have a pre-sale?
Yeah, we do have a pre-sale. The pre-sale starting on November 21st. Mm-hmm. We're emitting, Jose, on 21st until the 28th. It's 56,600 Ethereum. It depends on the actual the actual price of Ethereum on spot. So I wanted to be a little bit actual. So the hard cap is 56,000. We're emitting 12,500. Well, the basis price is 4,000 STYRAS for 1 Ethereum. Mm-hmm. So we're emitting the equivalent of 12,500 Ethereum in STYRAS, which is about how many million? And right now, depending on the spot price, it's 3.7 million.
This is for pre-sale. And
yeah, this is for the pre-sale.
What about the main ICO?
The main ICO is, yeah, it's pretty much 13 million right now on the on the crowd sale, using the actual price of Ethereum on spot.
Okay, I got it. And what do you need this particular sum for? So will you please tell us in more details about the roadmap?
So the listing is on the first quarter of 2018, which is very important. And we're starting to get the ICO ready, well, the token ready for main exchanges around the world. And we want to do that between February and March. And the listing will be in January. Yeah, the listing will be in January, but the main exchanges, you know, well, it depends really on the volume of how much we sell and how much acceptance we have in the market. But I think we're going to do all right. We're changing a few of our, our main keystones depending on product development that we have right now. So after that, on 2018, on the second quarter, between April and May, we're going to start developing the app, which is very important. Which is the app pretty much houses the most important part of our project, because we have to have 3 different kinds of wallets, and we have to have access to the actual Wi-Fi through Bluetooth. And after that, we actually have to link that to very important. Which is very important to the smart contracts, etc., that give you access to the internet. So that's pretty much one of the most important, aspects of our project that we have to develop in April and May of next year. Okay. And after that, the router, which everybody really wants to know about, is going to start working on I think the fourth quarter of 2018. And I'll give you the why. It's because production is key. You have to have a good product to sell. It's not going to be, well, I can't tell you the base price right now, but it has to be quality product, because it's not going to be very cheap. It's a very sophisticated kind of technology that we need to use. And we need a little bit of time to, work out the kinks, because, everyone's going to be taking it to everywhere around the globe, and, it has to be able to work around the globe, so that's going to be on the fourth quarter of 2018. Okay. And on the first quarter of 2009, we have to start marketing for the actual sale of the STYRAS router, which is going to be, I think, is going to be a base product on the long run, because a lot of people like to have internet on their cell phones, but most people that are like me, that work in this field, we need or have access to our computers, or several computers, because a lot of us have several you have your tablet with one kind of what kind of screen, and you have to use another screen for trading, and everything's a little bit different. So we are going to use that's going to be a very important part of our product line, Okay. And that's going to be, again, it's going to be on, Jose, we established it's going to be on January or February of next year, of 2019.
And now
okay. Yeah, tell me.
Will you please tell us in more details about the tokens? What are the key benefits for your token holders?
The key benefits? Well, it's an international investment. I have always been in finance, and I think the benefit of buying a cryptocurrency is always, to get the best investment quality in the market. So what would be the major benefit would be, gaining, making money, pretty much. You can invest in a company.
How? This is the utility token, as I got it, yes? Not a security token.
So, so you're talking about how the token is going to pay for the product?
Yeah.
Or how the token is going to help you
to get rich.
To get rich. Well, it's not very, it's very hard to get rich, but the utility aspect of this token is that, it's a lot easier to use a unified currency to buy these kinds of products, because you don't have to rely on, the banking system and credit card holders and a lot of fees for exchange fees that you have and this is going to be available around the world. So the company is going to have a lot more trouble, with exchange rates when you buy, your service from, I don't know, Lebanon, or you buy your services from Dubai. And I think it's going to be the major point of this is it's going to be more accessible for everyone to have the service.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to buy an international service, which is affordable, and I think that's the most important part.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Another key aspect is that you can also use it as an investment. You can well, now if you buy, you buy STYRAS in the pre-sale, we're very confident that this product is going to work. We have all the testing, and we have a lot of very capable people behind us.
That's what I wanted to ask you as well about the people. Will you please tell us a few words about the team?
Well, the team we're all very international. We have people from Japan, we have people from Costa Rica, we have people from Germany, we have people from Spain, and everyone has a very specific role. I pretty much bring it all together, but we have Jose, which is right here with me. He's he's here with me, and he is our tech genius, and he's going to make a lot of impossible things possible. And he has a lot of you need those kinds of people in these kinds of businesses. Sure. And we also have Ami Levendiker, which is he actually currently works in Google and has a vast knowledge in blockchain technology. And he has over 5 years of experience at Google, and that's given him a lot of insight on how this business works, and which is extremely important in this kind of ICO, because this is an opportunity to get international financing without emitting a bond or a stock in the stock market, which, it's an incredible way to raise funds, and you need people that are, that have actual tech experience firsthand, and he's one of the people that have it. And our business aspect and operations is done by Takayuki Obara, which is he has a lot of experience in international exports and dealing with service providers, and he actually has import-export companies in South America and in Japan that work on robotics and on buying and selling, importing and exporting robotics. So he's a key point of this team, because the tech point of the router, which is going to be pretty much our key product. It's extremely important that we have someone that understands the technology and knows where to get the best deals and the best manufacturing possible. And I think he's going to be able to make that happen.
Okay.
And am I speaking too much?
No. About the team. This is absolutely normal, yes.
No problem.
This is one of the most important things. So anyway, what do you personally think about the future of the ICO market?
The future of the ICO market, I think it's booming. I worked in Wall Street for a long time, and I worked in finance for a long time, and I know how it's very hard for a company and startups to raise capital easily in this kind of market, because there's a lot of red tape from banking regulations that are not fair for anybody, or a lot of people that don't have the funds to start a company and where to also develop products. So I think it's going to be the future, because the market is, and a lot of countries are accepting and actually making regulations to accept ICOs, cryptocurrencies, and actually here in Switzerland, there's actually a bank, Falcon Bank, has a private banking site that accepts and has trading with cryptocurrencies. That's why we're here, and it's going to open the world up to create new products that are not out there, and that people cannot right now have the idea and produce the product and have the services in the local markets and local economies that we have right now, because they're very restrictive and they're based on very strict regulations. And there's people that will do bad with it, but I think will be more good with it than bad. You can see the market right now. There's a lot of people that have emitted very successful projects, that will help the world and will help for us. We want to help everyone stay connected everywhere you go, accessibly, because we know, and we have a lot of people that have worked in telecom companies right here, like John and Joseph have experiences with telecom companies, and they especially in Latin America and Africa, the prices are incredibly high for people to actually have services, have internet service, and that limits the reach of their communications with the outside world and the connectivity, and it's very important right now, and it's the future. You have to remain connected to actually do business in any single point of life.
Okay, I see. Just to sum it up, in one or two sentences, just in very brief, why shall I invest in STYRAS?
Because it's pretty much it has why to invest in STYRAS. It's two sentences, just a little bit. Well, it's a great product. We have a great team, and we have very good intentions on building the best internet connection service on the market right now through smart contracts and cryptocurrencies, and that's pretty much why, and we're also constantly in communication. You're always going to you can always contact us personally. We have a lot of people contact us, so there's no problem. You can pretty much, we're on contact. We're on reach with anyone on the world. If anyone has a question, I'm here to answer the phone.
That is great. Okay, then, Fernando, thank you so much for this interview. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and I remind you that my guest today was Fernando Arriola, CEO and co-founder of STYRAS. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more interesting videos. Bye-bye.